Hi, my name is Mathew Jonson, and I'm just going to give you a small tour around some of the equipment of my studio. This side of the studio here is mostly drum machines that run on triggers and sequence with triggers. So we have the Pro 1 from Sequential Circuits, the Tama Techstar, which runs on triggers from the 808 and the 909 606. Down here we have the Simmons Sds 800, which is a really cool old drum brain that was actually for drum sets, but I use it with trigger inputs to make sounds with. Lots of drum machines here. There's a Yamaha 999 going up. Oh, this is a really special one. This is a Pollard Syndrome, and it was actually made, I think in maybe the late 60s, I'm not sure, by the drummer from the Beach Boys. He developed it because he wanted some new sounds for his psychedelic music. Classics, you know, 808, 909, 606. There's a 707 and a 727 on the shelf, I think. This is a really beautiful semi-modular synthesizer. It's a Roland System 100. This was made first, and then I also have the second version, which is this one over here, which is the System 100M. Modular equipment, yeah, lots of things here. There's kind of a selection of Mooger-Foogers, some really cool things from Schwimmen, the resonator, the frequency shifter, the phaser, the VM1, which is just like a full voice module. Envelopes. This is my modded Speak and Spell. This is really fun. I'm a nerd, yes. There's all the voice cards for the Speak and Spell. Coming to my favorite synthesizer in the studio. This is the Yamaha Cs60. There's some other things. CS30 here. This is just like crazy alien noises, spaceship sounds. Classic Fender Rhodes. Lots of hand percussion in here. I have this funny radio from Sony, it's just super old, but sometimes I like to run it through the modular equipment and make sound effects. Lots of effects and synths as well. DP4 and Sonic, which is great, 4 ins, 4 outs, kind of multi-effects unit. Lexicon PCM70, which is fantastic for reverb, of course. Classic. Eventide Orville, which is amazing for all kinds of things. Really high-end kind of effect. Yamaha D5000, which not a lot of people know about, but it's my favorite delay. You can get them really cheap on the internet now, and they just sound really good and have lots of features. Really straightforward to use. This is a Korg A1. This is kind of the effect that I used to kind of make a lot of the early It Is What It Is records with. It has that kind of multi-tap delay, phaser, reverb combination, you know, that just kind of makes everything spacey and kind of carries the mix. A few nice things here. JD990 is a really beautiful pad machine, digital, from Roland. Sounds a lot better than the JD800 in my opinion, which was the big, like, crazy keyboard with tons of knobs on it. MKS70, which is 2 JX 8Ps in a rack, and then this programmer down here is for the JX. The sound card that I have is Metric Halo Leo 8. This is the best sound card I've ever heard. You record into it, you play it back, and it literally, it sounds the same. I can't tell my board from the mix that I'm coming off the computer with this thing, which is why Digital Age is here. A few other things, MKS7, MKS80, which is kind of like a Jupiter 8, except I have the Rev 5, which has a slightly different filter in it. Then this is the programmer for it. CS15, which is running into the sequencer. Prophet 5, it's a Rev 3, so it comes with MIDI, so that's also running sequence from Ableton. Jupiter 6, it's also the new version with MIDI, so it's This one down here is really special. It doesn't have any way of synchronizing it, but it just sounds huge. It's super kind of sci-fi, Star Wars kind of sound. And then an OB12, which is this blue guy down here, which is just like a terribly made digital synth, which is absolutely fantastic. It's totally buggy. There's so many glitches and problems inside of it, and you can break your speakers. And yeah, and then the mixer I have here, and it's a ProDesk 8. Some channel strips from an old theater. This is my Omnibot. Keeps me company in the studio. Yeah, well, hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoy the feature from Against the Clock. Take care.